Hi, my name is Biliana Barker, and I'm a co-founder of Seneca Advisory. We are a consultancy firm based in London, but we work globally, and we help educate the healthcare sector to assess their needs, to find what would be the best on the market that will meet their needs in terms of technology and technology enablers, whether that's digital technology or AI, and also advise a startup and tech how they can design their products so they actually can meet the needs of the healthcare sector.
Hey, it's Ronsley. Welcome, you AI geek, to Amplify AI. Consider this podcast your digital compass for you, the business leader wanting to use artificial intelligence ethically and in alignment with your brand's identity to achieve your business goals. Leading and running a business in the world of AI is like solving a Rubik's Cube blindfolded. But this podcast and I are here to make that easy. Every episode is a masterclass in unlocking techniques for using AI as a business leader, founder, owner. Thanks for being here. Let's learn. Hey everyone, welcome. This is episode number 77 of Amplify AI. My name is Ronsley and I have a two-part absolute amazing set of episodes for you with the legend that is Biliana Barker. She is the founder of Seneca Advisory. She does a lot of work with AI in the healthcare space, and we talk about some really cool things that are happening, especially within the healthcare industry, and how AI is helping them improve patient journeys as well as professional experiences. We cover a lot of things, and AI tailored solutions are one of them, but we talk about the transformative impact that AI is having in healthcare. We talk about advancing preventive care and democratizing knowledge. We talk about ethical and equity considerations when it comes to artificial intelligence adoption, which is a huge part of my new book, Amplify AI. If you want an advanced copy, let me know. And we also talk about collaboration and community in healthcare innovation. So come, let's learn. Biliana, welcome to the show. This has been cool. Thank you for making the time. And it's interesting because when you think about some of the uses that artificial intelligence can really make a difference, healthcare is probably top of mind because you hope that it's used in a way that is actually useful for us. And you'd say that if artificial intelligence is being used to keep humans alive or healthier, then potentially there's some sort of collaboration hoping to happen sooner rather than later. I'd love to get your thoughts on artificial intelligence. How has that impacted the healthcare space? And then we can get into the needs of the healthcare sector, because I think understanding what they are and how you solve them is also quite important.
Thank you for having me. Always pleasure to talk to you, Ronsley. And really admirations for your mission to educate, because I think the most and the biggest challenge right now, an important challenge, is for us to start the conversation and talk about that as much as we possibly can and discuss, because we're all big learners in that at the very beginning of our journey, and we only can talk about what we know, and it's very little at this point of time, and we really don't know how things will unfold. But you're quite right, healthcare is somehow the last bastion of technology adoption in many ways, because it's a highly regulated industry, similar to the aviation and finance sector. But at the same time, we see magic happening because of technology and AI. And it's really interesting, not because AI can do loads of things. The focus and the impact in healthcare is huge, because first time AI would be able to analyze so much data in real time, to cross-reference so much data which is historical. Let's say, what was your family background? Is there any illness that stays within your family historically? What is your current status and your lifestyle? What are the current concerns and complaints that you may have, whether they're health, lifestyle related, or their mental health? And what would be the best solutions for or treatments for your concern, because we honestly sometimes acknowledge that a patient have a problem, but the patients don't have problems, and we sometimes just label things with the wrong words. We do have concerns, we do have a need to talk, we do have a need of conversation. And where AI and technology will work really well, and it is already working in healthcare, is give the opportunity of identifying what is exactly our need, because we think sometimes we have a challenge or a problem in one area, but we actually have a completely different challenge and concern in an area that we haven't even thought about that. And this is a great enabler for the healthcare professionals as well as for us as patients, that the AI and technology would be able to analyze all these factors which we've never been able to analyze and put together in one place in real time, very quick, as well as bring some imaging into the space depending on, again, our concern, bring our vital signs because of the wearables we are using, whether it will be rings or any bracelets or anything else that technology brings already here. We know that fall prevention is a huge challenge across healthcare sector, especially with the elderly people who end up in a hospital for no reason. But with the radio waves of internet, now we are able to actually prevent if an elderly person or fragile person will be on the floor within the next 2 or 3 weeks, and we can intervene and prevent all this. So prevention is huge. So knowing lifestyle, knowing current status, knowing vital signs through that life, both or any other technology, bringing all together would enable the healthcare professionals to suggest prevention care pathway or care plan, would be able to enable the healthcare professionals to cross-reference the sources and the root causes as well, and actually find the best treatment everywhere in the world with the best professional anywhere in the world. Again, thanks to that massive opportunity of analyzing data, analyzing locations, analyzing availabilities, treatments, drugs. So really the power of AI being able to analyze and cross-reference a lot of data to pick up signals, to identify patterns in our lifestyle and why this is causing us to be ill or causing us anxiety or mental health problems. This is huge and it's already there. And another aspect is democratizing the education in healthcare. I mean, you can learn from the best surgeons in the world how to operate in real time through AI and VR as well. You can read and learn about latest treatments in seconds and see if that's going to be something that you want to test or pilot. And there's a number of other aspects, but the bottom line is technology, hopefully in the healthcare space, will be able to make a room for the healthcare professionals to actually talk to us and sit down with us and be focused on much more holistic approach and much more ethical conversation rather than skipping through various bits of data, giving us the drug that is on the list, looking at old books that are probably not hasn't been updated for a number of years, and following a traditional conventional turn of work that probably needs some changes.
I mean, there's so many things that to unpack there. How do you feel about the whole situation? What are your thoughts on where it's going? Do you have any comments on the diversity of data that's available? Like, what are your thoughts in general around how AI is perceived?
We need to be very mindful because we really don't know how things will unfold. And I keep repeating that with the aspirations and the curiosity to test and experiment as much as possible and to expose AI and digital technology as much as possible so we find that perfect balance. Of course, we need to be very, very careful with the data. And this is one of the big ethical aspects not only how companies and digital partners and healthcare systems are taking the data from us. So what is the explanation, how they're going to use it? So this is quite crucial, how they communicate to us as patients and citizens that the product they're building and the product they're creating and the service they're creating will be helpful, and what is the way they use to ask us for our data. Need to be mindful, and we need to be a little bit more informed in the way our data will going to be used. That's one of the aspects. Another aspect is technology companies going through much more rigorous vetting process. And healthcare systems like the English one is quite robust in that. So there's a number of assessments you need to go through. It's not that easy to get into the system, but once you're in the system, you have much more freedom to test, experiment, and see what is useful and what is not useful. And the third aspect is us as citizens and being excessive life sharers of social media or any other retail platforms, being really mindful of what we give away. We normally don't look at the T's and C's, we tick a box, so we expose ourselves on social media. And there's a fourth aspect, which is quite interesting, and for me it's really the opportunity aspect of all of this, and that's why we're so excited about AI, is really create a really great content, really create data, research data, really put our time in creating something that will deliver value. It is in healthcare, but it is in any other industry. So if I'm a researcher, if I'm a healthcare professional, if I'm an implementation partner, I really can teach others, like you do with your podcast, to actually open the conversation, but create something valuable, meaningful, that tomorrow will be picked up by OpenAI, and people will actually have something validated and delivering value for the industries and for human mankind overall.
Hey, AI Geek. Thanks for listening. Your job doesn't stop here. I want you to lend your voice to the conversation. So you can join those conversations, discussions, new trainings, new recordings, and the rest of the AI Geeks by going to aigeeks.co. Also, share this podcast with a friend, another potential AI geek. Until then, much love.